That's his first 50-point game?
It is. 56 points and the first one by a Spur since Tony Parker had 55 10 years ago, 2008.
The Frenchman?
And so the Spurs' three-point percentage, 84%, 16 out of 19, the highest in a game in NBA history when a team makes a minimum of 15.
Oh, wow.
Westbrook with the 24 dimes, tied for the most in a triple-double in NBA history.
Wow.
And you saw LaMarcus Aldridge with the 56-point game. And oh, where did they get this stuff?
I love that. Baby strong, ain't he?
Allen Lee. Bam, bam.
71 points by David Robinson in 1994.
Yes, when that night he was going for the scoring title.
Yeah. That's the most by a Spurs since
the Clippers point shave so they can beat me. I remember that game.
No, that wasn't you. That was he.
No, it was me. Me and him was going. He was up by a point something.
Oh, okay.
And Bill Finch let him get 71.
He didn't let him.
Yep. He did. He let him. I watched the game.
25 and 18 now are the San Antonio Spurs. How surprising to you?
Not at all. I just overall, you just figured out when it was going to happen. I didn't realize until maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that there were 8 new Spurs this year. I didn't realize that. So that was a slow start because it didn't look like a Spurs brand of basketball. It's kind of like when you watch the New England Patriots in football. There's a certain style of play that's already indicative and that you're gonna watch. You didn't see that early. So now you're starting to see that. The open guy gets the basketball. They actually understand where guys like the ball. So I'm not surprised at all.
I'm surprised they're not better. I thought they would start faster.
Yeah, but they have 8 new players.
Well, it don't matter. They got
you got 8 new players.
It don't matter. They got the 2 guys. You give me 2 All-Stars.
Are they All-Stars this year? DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge?
I'd have to look at the list. It's going to be tough.
I mean, just on merit,
sure.
When you look at the Spurs record and you look at why they're there, would you say, without looking at the list, that these guys are All-Stars?
Not without looking at the list. I mean, because you got guys.
Are they having All-Star seasons?
They're playing good, but I'm saying, like, I don't want to screw Tobias Harris, who deserves to be an All-Star. He deserves it. Only LeBron for the Lakers. I mean, you have to look at the list. The key's going to be how many guys you take from the Denver Nuggets.
Right. We'll get into that later, too, when we take a look at the
Ernie, if they would have started,
at the returns.
If they would have started a little faster, the answer to your question would be yes. I agree, Chuck. You give me 2 All-Stars and a guy like Patty Mills who can score like he scored. The Spurs.
Pau Gasol?
Yeah, Pau Gasol. The Spurs should be better. However, you can never count the system out. So they're starting to play well now. So coming before All-Star, after All-Star,
you know, Gasol was hurt.
Be in the mix.
Gasol was hurt earlier in the year. And, you know, I don't care. The 8 new players have to play a significant role. The Spurs don't play 5 guys, 6 guys. They play multiple guys. And, you know, guys like last year who were there, slow-mo, and years before, like that just knew and understood the system. You know, that's a valuable piece of information that they couldn't pass on. And so those guys are coming from places that weren't winning situations a lot of times, and this is their first opportunity to be in it, first time where every possession matters, and that pressure of understanding what that means and what we're looking for, it changes.
Yeah, and you got a guy like Bellinelli who's back again with the San Antonio Spurs, who's familiar with the system. But you're seeing guys grow up, guys like Derek White, guys like Bryn Forbes.
Never played.
Well, because never been a point, never played the point, and he's playing the point here.
Shaq said something very interesting. You know, Ernie, the Spurs to me have the best coaching staff in the NBA. And what I mean by that is, Shaq says they just get guys off the street. And when guys leave the Spurs, they don't do good.
True.
There's guys who've taken more money to lead the Spurs and you never hear from them again. Ernie, I noticed something in the playoffs about probably 3, 4, or 5 years ago when the Spurs were playing. I saw them play the Miami Heat in the finals and a couple other teams in the finals. Man, their coaches, guys who don't play, they're not out there just before the game getting up jump shots. They have a structured environment. They have you working on stuff that you're going to need in the game. That's why they have the best coaching staff. They don't go out there. Most teams just have a bunch of guys go out there, break a sweat, get some jump shots. Their coaching staff, guys who are role players, who are not going to play killer minutes, They're out there working on actual stuff before the game. That's why guys play well for the Spurs.
They've won 6 out of 7, 10 out of 13, 14 out of 18, and they win in double overtime in this one, 154-147.
Ernie, Kenny's
behind the
his neck
56
tonight.
of
Kenny had his neck.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
He had his personal masseuse.
There's Jermaine.
Kenny's working on Kenny's neck in the back.
The versatile Jermaine.
Yeah, Jermaine's training /
rehab.
/ feed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Chuck.
Yeah, he was just jealous.
Yeah, what's that, Chuck?
That's on CBS. That go my man Clark Kellogg.
Yeah.
He always
Talk about Jermaine, you're doing the same thing.
Hey,
When we come back,
I got them all in line.